What's up, you guys? This is MT Genius back here again with another deck teching gameplay, and today in Arena we're playing a deck that I've elected to call Imitation Krabs. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula. Formiloli. I cracked myself up. But anyway, I made a little bit of a change from the deck. If you did see it on Facebook, I actually replaced a couple of the cards. I took out Into the Stories, and I took out the Glacial Chasms, or Glacial Grasp, or something. Glacial Grasp, I took that out. And I also took out the Glasspool Mimics just because I didn't have the wild cards. But I did replace those with Vantress Gargoyles, which is great in any kind of mill deck. I replaced it with Thirst for Meaning, and then I add 4 more islands to make up for the Glasspool Mimic, the other side of the Glasspool Mimic. And also, as you can see, it made the price go down about $9. So if you are trying to build this in paper, it is extremely cheap, and it does pretty good for what it is. But getting into the deck itself, we got 4 Merfolk Secret Keeper, 4 Ruined Crab, and really, the whole point of the deck is the crab. We're going to try to copy it as many times as we can with Mythos of Illuna and Sublime Epiphany. And then win the game by milling them out. But again, what I would do is sub out 4 of these. If you do have the Glasspool Mimics, I would sub out 4 lands and put in the Glasspool Mimics. But we have Witching Well, which lets you scry 2, and then later on in the game you can draw 2. Into the Royal, it comes in pretty clutch. A lot of times people will tap out for things. You can just bounce it back to the hammock and play it again. And also, if you can afford to pay the kicker cost, you can draw a card off of it too. Same thing with Jawari Disruption. Greedy people, they will tap out, and you can just catch them, get them a one of. Vantress Gargoyle, 2 mana, 5/4. Most times, if you play it on turn 2, you'll have enough cards to block, so it slows a lot of the aggro decks down to keep them in line. Teferi's Tutelage, obviously. Running a mill deck, that's what you got to do. Also, copying Teferi's Tutelage just gets insane if you get 2-3 copies of it on the battlefield. Thirst for Meaning, draw 3 cards and discard 2 unless you have an enchantment. Teferi's Tutelage works well with that. You would mill them for 6 if you just have 1 out from drawing these 3. Mythos of Illuna copies make a Toki. Create a token that's a copy of target permanent. We're not going to pay the other teamer cost for it, but yeah, what we're trying to do is copy the crab or copy the tutelage. Same thing with the Sublime Epiphany. If you can get to 6 mana, which is possible, hopefully you're trying to win before that, but if you do get to 6 mana, counter target spell, counter target activated ability, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, create a copy of a target creature you control, which would be the crab, or you can copy a Vantress if you really need to, maybe even a Merfolk Secret Keeper, and then you can also draw a card, and then the rest is just lands. Looks like 36 commons, 12 uncommons, and 12 rares. So it is actually pretty cheap for Arena 2. 12 rares being these 4 Sublime Epiphany, Mythos of Illuna, and then Vantress Gargoyle. And of course, the Glasspool Mimic if you do put those in. But a link to this deck list will be in the description down below. It's Imitation Krabs by the one and only MT Genius. The curve is pretty low end, which is nice. We do have those Sublime Epiphanies, which are creating a high gap here. We don't have any 5 drops, but the curve is pretty high end, or low to the ground, is what I'm trying to say. But with that, we're going to try to mill the opponent out here with some Imitation Krabs, or Copy Crab, if you will. This is MT Genius, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Looks like our opponent is Glidgevice Brett, and we'll keep this. Got the 3 lands, got Witching Well to start things off here. I like doing these meme decks for you guys. Yeah, I think we can keep both those on top. Both cards we want to be doing. Opponent on the red land. Play a Gargoyle. It's a great blocker early. I know, like, the Simic Adventures has the Lovestruck Beast, but Gargoyle, it works pretty good if you're playing blue. Even if you're not milling, like, you're going to have cards in your hand. Anticipate. Should we counter that? No. Thought about it for a second. That would be some dirty stuff right there. Alrighty, looks like the opponent is playing some kind of Izzet. We will counter that. The less they can do to us, the better. It does put us short on a land, though. So let's just mill. Oh, and we would have drew it, too. Well, guess we play a second gargoyle. We'll play a crab. Now neither of these can block. That's alright, we can start milling them, getting cards in the graveyard. And we do draw a land. Oh, well, that plan's out the window, I guess. Scorching Dragonfire to the crab. It is toast. Toasted crab. Exiled toasted crab. Mill us both for 1 here. Fairies tutelage would have took that. Well, hey, joke's on you, buddy. We got a backup crab. I think we just hold up the thirst for meeting. Anticipates again. What are they anticipating? Their inevitable downfall? Perhaps. The opponent's turn. They are having 0 problem hitting land drops. They don't have a pet either. That makes me lead leads me to believe they don't play this game very much. Or if they do, they don't buy the Mastery Pass. Which I have not bought the Mastery Pass for ZNR yet, which is something I probably should do. Pretty sure I'm like level 6 or 7 already. I've been playing a whole lot. But the Mastery Pass, get me that little rock dude. Forbidden Friendship. That's scary. Go swing in. Oh no. They're smarter than that. Draw 3 here. Opponent have a response? No. So, I think we get rid of the Jabari, maybe into the Royal. There's nothing really we want to bounce here. And then we'll mill them for 2 more. Just because. Just for shigs. Just for shiz and gigs. Witching Well, it's not bad. We'll play the crab. The nice thing is that you get the landfall trigger regardless. Even if they do have a response to kill the crab, like playing a land doesn't actually pass priority, so you will always get that landfall trigger. They got a Brazen Borrower. No? Okay. Yeah, just taking 10. Sounds good. We'll hold up another Thirst remaining here. Pretty much just looking for action. Even lands. I mean, anything is a good draw at this point with the crab out. Milling 3, that is pretty much the game plan. Opponent passing. Let's see what we get here. Oh, yeah, we can dump the tutelage. We don't need that. Second crab's going to be pretty dirty here. And also having the ability to use the Witching Well if we need to draw the 2 cards. Seems pretty good. Mill 6, that's so nasty. It's so nasty. For those of you who have been following my combos of the day or my interesting interactions on Facebook, Joey Moss of Bad Boy Gaming actually just shouted me out for the turn 3 historic win with the Core Blade Master and the Resolute Strike, putting Colossus Hammer on it. And he actually improved it significantly and got a couple of the early wins with it, so that's pretty exciting. They tapped down my Gargoyles. We milled them in response. They're down to half their deck right now. But honestly, we might just get through with damage. Taps out for a Shark Typhoon. Alright, well, I guess we draw a little bit of cards here. Let's see what we can get into. It's Fairy's Tutelage. It might be coming down. We might just hold up the Sublime Epiphany. We can just bounce that Shark Typhoon back to their hand. They're going to mill 6 here anyway. Like, they're pretty close to dead. Yeah, we'll just hold up the Epiphany. No, we will not attack with a crab, sorry. That way when they play something, we can actually copy a crab, and the next turn they mill 9 just for us dropping a land. Tapping their mana very precisely. Experimental Overload. That's what, a 4? So yeah, I think we let that happen, because we can still always just bounce that to their hand. If they go to tap out and play something else, I think that's what they're trying to insinuate, that they have a counter or something of that nature. Because why would they leave those 2 specifically open? What do they get here? Frost Breath, that's the same thing they used earlier. Alright. At the end of their turn, I think we're just going to go for it anyway. Bounce the shark, copy the crab, draw a card. The tutelage out, it would have been better, but nonetheless, I think we're in a pretty good position if this resolves. Hopefully they don't have a counter. Oh, an opt. Okay, good. That means they don't have a counter. But they do make another flying blocker, so hopefully we can draw into the royal. We do not. Okay, so let's play the Witching Well first, just so we can scry 2 before we draw with Teferi's tutelage. And there it is, into the royal. Alright, so let's throw the Vantress Gargoyle to the bottom, keep the royal on top, and then play the tutelage. We'll draw the royal, discard a land. Mill them for a little bit. Play land, just to add salt to the wound here. See, this deck is pretty decent in the fact that we can kill them with damage. Also, we can kill them with milling. Like we about did both in this situation. They didn't even touch us once. So yeah, let's just send them. Oh yeah, guess we're not sending the crabs. Yeah, they scoop it up. Yeah, that's tough to come back from. Well, there it is. 1-0. Let's keep it going. Looks like our opponent is Bardo. 2 lands. Not a lot going on. I think we're going to mill this. A little better. I think we dump the Mythos of Aluna here. See ya. Opponent's going first. Black and white. So clerics, maybe. I know it's been a hot thing going around. Play the Witching Well. Set up the future turns here. Ruin Crab, that's pretty good. I think we'll put that on top, get that out next turn. And begin the milling. What they got? Tavern Swindler. So yeah, this is definitely a veto style deck. Gotta be aware of that, so let's mill them a little bit here. Yeah, they got the Revitalize. Might have been better to hold up the hold up the counter. That's what I was just going to say, because veto's probably coming out. Oh, do they hit? They do not. Thank goodness. This might be a rough match. Might be pretty rough. We don't really have a whole lot to do. I guess we'll just hold up the end to the royal. It kind of sucks because we could hold up the... And they hit that one. Dang. Oh, and the silver moat comes back. That's right. Jesus. Yeah, we're in a pretty bad spot here. Mill them a little bit more, but we're not doing too hot here. Yep, and the opponent's going to be rude, so... So we'll bounce. We'll bounce it in response here. And then we can't even Jwari Disruption it because they have enough mana now. Oh, good thing we did. Might buy us one more turn. Plays out the veto, yep. Might have been worth playing the gargoyle out. Oh, we wouldn't have had enough cards in hand to block with, though. Says good game. Play out a gargoyle, and scoop it up. Yeah, nice. Yeah, get the hell out of here, Obardo. Go screw yourself. Alright, looks like our opponent is Novus. I think we can keep this. Looks, this got exactly what we want. It's a little slow, but it's got exactly what we're looking for. And we get to go first. What? That is insanity. Scry one to the top. See, in cases like this, it makes me wish we had some way to mill them early, because then they wouldn't have drew that card. It's so nice when they scry to the top, and you're like, how about you scry to the graveyard? We'll just let you surveil that one. Frantic Inventory. So, is it kind of spells? Well, guess what? You're not drawing Teferi's Ageless Insight either. How you like that? Sublime Epiphany. Oh yeah, we probably just drop that. I mean, that's expensive. It's a long way away. We might be using the Mythos of Illuna next turn to copy the Teferi's Tutelage. Seems pretty decent. Scrying again. Well, that's going to go away. Yep, keep it to the top. Oh, no, you're going to draw it. Well, lucky then. Now they have to discard. Discard's an island. Okay, so we mill them a little bit more. Teferi's Tutelage. They trying to mill us too? Okay, we out on that. Let's copy our Tutelage. Draw a discard. Probably discard the counter here. It's not going to be very useful, I don't think, anymore. Oh yeah, the Ruin Crab, another Tutelage. Yeah, what are the shenanigans they're trying to pull here? Swing in for 5 here. See, it's so threatening, like in the air as well as the mill front. They got the Ruin Crab and the land drop. There it is. They always have it. And the Teferi's Tutelage. Who is going to be the mill master here? The novice or the genius? Let's see. We'll see if the apprentice can outdo the master here. Draw another land. Gotta mill them for 4, which is extreme. Every time I draw a card, they're gonna mill 4. If we draw a Thirst for Meaning, it's gonna be pretty nasty. So let's just run out the Merfolk Secret Keeper here. Next turn, we can hold up Sublime Epiphany, which would be even better. Play out the Merfolk Secret Keeper as a blocker, just in case. And swing in for 5. Yeah, they can't take it. Yeah, you can't handle the genius. Come on, novice. Get out of here with your bullshit. Alright? Huh? Alright, looks like our opponent is Pit Climber 1. Yeah, it's got a lot of early, got a lot of what we're trying to do here. I think we start with the Merfolk Secret Keeper just because the Ruin Crab's not going to do much on turn 1 because we already made the land drop. So build them for 4. Oh. Oh, Pit Climber don't want nothing to do with it. These are my favorite kind of games right here. Alright, our opponent is Nivara. Start with a Fabled Passage. Interesting. Probably a landfall kind of deck. It's usually what happens with the Fabled Passage. Fetches up Plains. Not usually one you see. I think we want both of these, right? I mean, we need the lands for the Mythos. We got the Gargoyle next turn. Oh, it's black-white. So, Clerics. Okay, so maybe I was mistaken. Well, run your Cleric into a 5/4. Sometimes people don't read the card, and sometimes, a lot of times, people don't read the card, and then will swing blindly into cards like this, because it's like, oh, it's got that little symbol down there that says it can't attack. Well, it doesn't mean it can't block, you know? So, it looks like our opponent's a little bit smarter than that. But we will Probably discard one of the Lunas here. Start the process. Yeah, it definitely looks like clerics. It's going to get out of hand if they get to 27, though. 27 life, they can start making angels. Our gargoyles are not very good against that. Also, if these cleric of life bonds get beefy enough, then our gargoyles aren't going to be very effective either. Oh, Senzen, huh? Well, yeah, we will definitely block here before that gets out of hand. Another land. Guess that's alright. Mythos of Luna on the Teferi's Tutelage. Let's just do a little bit of a rummaging here. Teferi's Tutelage. So many people hate this card too. Like they're like, "Oh my god, Teferi's Tutelage is so good. Mill is so out of hand. Why do you play Mill in unranked? Oh my god." Because it's fun. That's the point of unranked. It's fun. I mean, we'll probably take it into ranked just because we don't want to have situations like the last game where we play a Merfolk Secret Keeper on turn 1 and they scoop. Like, I mean, it's cool. It adds to the the wins, but it's just not very entertaining. I guess just seeing turn 1 wins. Play the land here. Play the Merfolk Secret. Well, I guess what? Venture Deeper. Oh yeah, that's what she said. Thirst for meaning. Do we dump the tutelage here? Or we play it? I think we keep it. Thirst for meaning next turn is going to be pretty nasty. How many lands we got? 5. They're also going to mill 12 here, which is insanity. And then we can also play out the Merfolk Secret Keeper here as a blocker for one of the Cleric of Life Bond. Oh god, look at that pile of cards. Plays out as a blocker. Here we go. Ora. Ora! Getting beefy. So yeah, we will definitely block the big boy here. I think if we draw a land, we can Teferi's Tutelage and then draw 3, which would mill them for 18. Because that mills them for 4 right there. What does that put him at? Yellow, we're just going to go for it. Thirst for meaning. I guess we don't even need to put the tutelage down. We can just play another Thirst for Meaning and probably mill them out, right? Oh my god, these triggers right now. Yeah, just go ahead and mill 12 for me. Thanks. Alright, puts them down to 1 card. Alright, here we go. Would they have 1 on the swing back? Maybe, it'd been close. Yeah, we can dump the tutelage, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I love milling. This is as much fun as I've had in a long time. Woo! Alright, looks like our opponent is Dogu. Taking a little bit of ranked here. We have 2 lands. Ruin Crab, a lot of early plays. Yeah, I think we can keep it. Forest for the opponent. Can mean all sorts of things. No turn 1 Goose, so I'm pretty happy for that. Gargoyle we'll definitely keep. We'll keep the land too, though. Ruin Crab coming down next turn, doing a little bit of milling. These are definitely the decks we want to face, though. The ones that are not 3 creatures on turn 3 already. Let me play a land and mill for 3. That's gonna be bad. So we're at the race. We're at the race that because we're pretty much gonna give them all the fuel they need to get their arrow back. If they can get the correct mana, they can definitely return arrow from the graveyard. Well, that's a step in though. Well, that's a step in the wrong direction. So, But they are technically helping us out by thinning the deck with the Fabled Passages and drawing cards off of Uro. So down to 46 already. We're already through a third of their or fourth of their deck on turn 3. So, well, our turn 2 technically. Oh, they do have the Goose. Okay. Vantress Gargoyle. So here we go. Play the Ruin. Play the Island. Trigger the Ruin is what I would say. Play another Witching Well here. Got Witching Well Tron. Into the Royal, probably be alright. I think we need to get the land first. Makes me really wish we had Teferi's Tutelage on the board right here for Thirst remaining. Be some pretty insane milling right now. Felidar Retreat. Okay. So anytime they make a land, they're going to... Oh, double trigger here. Off the Felidar Retreat. Very nice with the Fabled Passage. Whoa. Don't have enough to block with that. We do have the land, which will help us mill. 3 to the bin. We can attack with it, but we can't block. So maybe they don't see that Witching Well can do the extra draw 2 cards, because that will give us enough to block with the Vantress Gargoyle, which wouldn't be too bad. We're at 36 cards left, so a little under half, a little over half, a little under half of the way there. Looks like they're bringing back Uro, which means they probably have a land drop for him. They're probably going to give it Vigilance and a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, I can see how this deck can get out of hand pretty quickly. Bant Felidar Retreat. Uro seems good. It's really fun right now, like with people trying to experiment with all the decks right now to see what is good and what's playable. This is definitely something I haven't ran into yet. I did just do the Lotus Cobra Felidar Retreat Fertilid combo that was suggested to me, and that definitely seems like something that would be really fun. Of course, you would have to run all basics, which isn't too bad, but you could essentially fetch your entire deck out of your library with that combo, and it makes some pretty beefy Cobras. But they do swing in with the Goose, which was a mistake, because we can just draw 2 cards here. And then block. Maybe that was part of their plan. And we mill them a little bit more here. Step them even closer. No Thirst for Meaning. Teferi's Tutelage. Be a little better. I mean, that is a way we could potentially win the game. So yeah, I guess we get that down. Gargoyle. Really would have wished could have found a land there. We're gonna mill him twice. Feo Wishes. I'm glad to see that go. Yeah, I guess we mill him some more. That's what we came to do. It's what we got to do, right? If we just play the creature half of that. No attacks. Got to stay on blocks. Now, if they can, I guess, get enough land drops to make enough. Oh yeah. I guess I shouldn't have played that Merfolk Secret Keeper at all, because now I don't have enough cards in hand to block with the Gargoyle. That sucks. Genesis Ultimatum, of course. Oh my goodness, hits what, 1, 2 lands? And another Felidar Retreat? Jesus. Well, it looks like the opponent's going to string together some bullshit and win here. Ruined Crab can still block the Uro. That puts us down to 14 right now. They're getting another, so that's going to get another counter, another 2 counters probably. Yeah, another 2 counters. So we're still in this. Still in it right now. We still block with the Ruined Crab and the Cultivator. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Get out of here with that. They just had it all. Of course they did. Of course they did. Alright, looks like our opponent is Idolmaster. 4 lands. I think we can keep this. Ruined Crab on turn 1. Into the Royal on turn 2, or the Gargoyle if they don't play anything. If they got like a Goose, I would definitely into the Royal that on turn 2. Just to set them back that much more. Of course, it gets them another food, but I don't really care about their life total. Ooh, what's the Crab do? Duresses us. Interesting. What do you take? Takes the counter. Alright, well, let's mill him for 3. Shatter the Sky, that's good. Oh, and Massacre Worm, that's good, dude. Even though I don't think we have anything that dies the Massacre Worm. We don't. Kite-tail Freebird. Oh, yeah. Tired. Anyway. Oh, takes the Aluna. I need that. Oh, another Crab. Oh, would like to see a land there. Yeah, I guess taking that Jawari Disruption actually held us off lands too. That sucks. That sucks. I guess that is a downside of using the double-faced cards. They're going to take the Into the Royal here. Well, my goodness. Alright, we do draw a land finally. Mill them for 6. So let's the Gargoyle attack, and then we'll just play out the other Gargoyle. And then we go in with the Gargoyle that can now attack. Extinction event. Obviously, probably name's Ethan. Which I guess lets us get the Mythos of Aluna back. Off the Kite-tail Freebooter. So, yep, and we can play it. How awesome is that? And what are we doing? We're copying Krabs. So here we go. Copy Crab. Now every land drop we make mills them for 9. Oh, that's nutty. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What is this game? Back-to-back extinction events? Well, guess we got Teferi's Tutelage. Guess that's still a mill. I would like to keep that. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. They have answer to everything. Ho! Joke's on you! Bang! Tutelage. Right back at it. Draw and discard the island. Make them mill a couple more, I guess. Yeah, this is a bit of a rough game. Discard one to the top. Well, unless you can draw it, it's going to just get milled. It was Doom Foretold. Well, let's mill them for 4 more. Gotta be getting close to the to milling them out here. 19. It's close. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Like, this deck was designed to stop mill. Into the Row is not bad. We can cast it for the kicker cost and draw a card. That doesn't really affect us. We're not doing anything with our graveyard. Plays another land. Yep, we will bounce that back to the hand with kicker, so we draw a card. Little Luna. Oh, they must have had on auto pass. They didn't get a chance to play the play back there. Oh yeah. The Charles with Castle Lock. Cool. We definitely want the Sublime 50. We don't have enough mana to cast it. No attacks. So I don't know what we want to do next turn. We want to draw with the well, maybe. Take 3 there. They're gonna draw again. Well, technically they're helping us out. So if we Mythos of Aluna, I think we copy the Nightmare Shepherd just to have. Did we copy the dog? Copy the Nightmare Shepherd? Yeah. Just to have that flyer. We can block it. Send the Nightmare Shepherd for the Nightmare Shepherd. They have a backup Nightmare Shepherd. What even is this? Like, what is the... Oh, just suicide to the dog here. I'll definitely block that. Still drawing with the castle. Helping us out, but we don't have anything to do about it. Draw 2 here. Don't get anything to play. Jesus. Well, I guess next turn we have potential to do something. If we make it to next turn. Don't get blown out right here. Scries 1 to the bottom. Sends them. I think we actually take out one of the Nightmare Shepherds here. We can't block the other thing because it has Menace. Well, this is gonna be close to it. We can draw something good here off the top. They're continuing to draw. Down to 11. We draw like a tutelage, a land. No attacks. Yeah, it's gonna be a close one. Doom Foretold, yeah, I'll counter that. Turn non-land permanent, make a copy, and draw a card. Copy this. Draw a card. That's the only way we can do it. Well, that's not going to be very good. I can just play Nightmare Shepherd back out. Oh, they have another Libation. Well, now we can't block anything. They still play out, so this is the turn, and we draw a land. Really? Really? Oh, I hate Magic sometimes. Sometimes things like this just like, yeah, let's just draw 5 lands in a row. Like, that's awesome, you know? Oh my god, I hate this game. Alright, looks like our opponent is Luka Doncic. Here we go. 1 land. YOLO. We could go first. I guess technically we got 2 lands because of this. Send it. Here we go. Rune Crab turn 1. Shall be your downfall. Triome. So here we go. Milling for 3 to see what they're working with here. Ooh, Rada. So this definitely looks like a teamer kind of build. Or what else? Maybe Jund, maybe. Is that Mardu? So is this what, 4 color? So this is Omnath? Get the Teferi's tutelage. Drop the Epiphany. That's all. That is a year and a half away from now. Yeah, they definitely got a lot of interesting stuff going on here. How do you guys feel about this map? I think it's all right. It's different. It's really colorful. Makes things, seem a bit more happy when you're playing. You just get like a little oh, this is a colorful board. Enjoy playing on it. People are upset about the mountain that's right above your avatar, but I could care less. It's just a map. Who cares? You're playing the card game. You're not playing the map. I think we hold up into the Royal here. Just in case they play something, we can just bounce it back to just like that. Just like the other Gargaroth there. That is a 5 CMC spell that you can play again next turn, sir. I know a lot of people knock bounce spells, but in situations like that, they just took their whole turn off. They essentially just tapped their mana that turn and didn't do anything. I think we jump one of the Lunas here. Mill them for a couple more. For a quad more. But yeah, people always have a knock on bounce spells, but they're pretty good situationally, especially in the right deck. Decks like this, mono blue decks especially, that don't have a lot of removal per se, making them pay for it again is the best thing that you can do. So we're going to mill them for 4, and then we're going to drop a land here and mill them for 6 more. So that's 10 cards milled before the opponent can even respond. We make another tutelage here, which is just going to get bonkers. Dump the Gargoyle. I don't even need that anymore. So we drew once. They're going to mill 6. So that's 16 cards milled. That's a fourth of their deck milled in our main phase. So next turn we can, if we draw land, we can play the Witching Well and then draw with it. That is going to get beefy. We're going to murder one of our Krabs and get in. We're down to 13 cards, so draw a card. Oh no. Makes it 3/3, and they get the double strike, so that is pretty deadly. Alrighty. And we do draw a land. Sometimes they just give you what you ask for. You just gotta be nice sometimes, and it's just, here's what you need to win. Maybe it's rigged. Maybe. Who really knows? We'll drop it. The Witching Well. Drop it down the well. And then we will collect all the money. I don't think it really even matters, honestly. Because I'm pretty sure we just win right here. And then we draw 2 off the Witching Well, which will in turn mill them for 12, which is plenty more than they have in the deck. Ooh, Ugin. Gross. And then we will send a message with the crab here. Oh, why even block it? Why even block it? Yeah, good game, Luca. Yeah, okay. Victory shall be ours again. Alright, yeah, I had a lot of fun with this deck. It is definitely a meme deck for the most part, but it also comes in clutch in certain situations, and even in ranked. I mean, we did go just 1 and 2 in ranked right now. I didn't play a whole lot of ranked matches with it, but I probably will in the future. Either way, I still had a blast playing this deck. As always, links in the description down below. Also, link to the Discord. Feel free to join. We also have a link to the Patreon down there. We also have a link to the Facebook page down there, which is approaching 1,000 followers. So I'm pretty excited about that. Also pretty excited about the YouTube approaching 500 subscribers, which is awesome. And I thank each and every one of you that watch my videos. But with that, I hope you guys had fun in this video. Feel free to leave a comment, like it, share it, tell everybody you can about it. And this is MT Genius. I will talk to you guys in the next one.